eyeliner. Now this can seriously be the bane of most people's makeup routine, and for most of you, it's something that you really struggle with. So here's some tips. My first is, if you've got hooded eyes, or when you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you've got excess skin sitting on your lash line, don't wear eyeliner. Skip it. Don't worry about it, because one, you can't see it, and two, it's only going to transfer onto that skin that's resting on the eyeline. Simple, no eyeliner for you. But what you can do is pop some eyeliner on the bottom lash line and smudge that out. That's going to give the same look of a more open eye, exactly what you're trying to achieve by popping it on the top lid. So for those of you, again, with hooded eyes or excess skin, go for a really beautiful chocolate or even a chocolate eyeshadow under the lash line here, the lower lash line, and skip the top. There you go, problem solved. Now for those of you that you can see your lash line and you want to master a really nice everyday eyeliner, then go for something like our wind up brown. Black is a little bit more harsh, so if you've got sparse eyelashes or you've got little bald spots, maybe your eyelashes are a little bit shorter, or maybe you're a more mature person, then I definitely recommend brown over black every time. Black makes those things stand out and is a lot more harsh. It's very rare that you'll see me even wearing a black eyeliner. So I'm going to show you how to freehand eyeliner with the wind up, and I'm also going to show you how to do it with an angle brush on the other side. So for those of you that want more of a wing or struggle with getting a straight line with the eyeliner. Okay, so I'm going to just gently, not pull my eye, but just gently support my eye, and I'm going to just look. I'm not shutting my eye, because see how that creases the eye? You don't crease it, you just look down. So as I'm trying to put the eyeliner on, I'm looking down. So you'll see I've raised my brow a bit like this, rather than squint like this. So lift your brow and get your eyelid to look down like this. Now I'm going to place the eyeliner onto the outer third of my eye, so from the edge to this part of my iris, and this is going to give not only the look of more lashes, that's really ultimately, eyeliner will give you defined eyes, but it will also give you the look of more eyelashes. But I like placing it just on this outer area because it makes the eye look bigger and more almond-like. Now, of course, you can do eyeliner just by itself. That's a really beautiful everyday look, and that's quite often what I'll do. Or you can apply it over the top of your eyeshadow. Now, this is a really beautiful soft brown, so it's not too obvious with this eyeshadow, but you can see there's just a little bit of a difference there. Now, if you're wanting to define this part of your eye, definitely just focus on the underneath, more the inner rim, and that will give you a perfect straight line. So the inner rim onto the lid a little bit, but more the inner rim. And then I just still continue onto the inner rim until I get to about midpoint, and that's when I do the eyeliner on top. So it gives the illusion of a really nice straight line and defined eye. The minute you try and put the eyeliner on the top here, unless you've really mastered it, it just starts to get less precise, which is not going to be as obvious with eyeshadow. The beauty of eyeshadow is it does sort of, you know, hide that. But if you had no eyeshadow on, it's more obvious. It gets quite thick if you're not really great at it. So definitely my tip is to go on the inner rim and then up on the top. Now you can also go on the inner rim underneath, which will also help give the eyelashes a thicker look. Okay, so now if you want to leave your eyeliner like that, that's really nice, soft and natural, or what you can do now is just add a bit of a wing. So you want to head up towards the brow, and again, I'm just using my eye to look more down. Just to give a slight little wing out. Okay. The other thing you can do is when you've done your mascara, do your line then. So do your main eyeliner now, but pop your mascara on, and then your wing do when you've got your mascara on, because if you've used your lash curlers and you've curled your lashes up, you can use your lashes as a guide as to where to put your wing. So that's another little tip. And quite often I'll fix my wing when I've done my eyelashes, because I'll see, oh, I can actually take that a little bit further out now because my eyelashes are covering it, so I can accentuate it a bit more. Okay, so you can definitely use your angle brush and your pencil, whether it's the wind up, it's a crayon, it's a brow dust, whatever it is that you want to use to get that color onto the eye. The angle brush, of course, keeps the line nice and straight and crisp. Using a pencil, as the pencil obviously runs along the eye, it gets less sharp and of course can get a little bit fatter. So the angle brush is perfect for that. And all I've done is I've just tickled it onto the pencil tip using the small end of the brush first, and I'm just applying it inwards. I never apply my eyeliner on my eye this way because you tend to end up giving a bit of a droopy looking eye. So pop the longer end into the corner and then bring that eyeliner up and onto the lash line. Again, stopping it about there. If you're wanting to do this inner corner, of course, or align the full way, just use the angle brush. So I'll just show you how to use this with some brow dust as well. Again, it's the same process, it's just using a damp brush would be better for this. So when I'm doing this part of my eyeliner, I always run it in, and then this part of the eyeliner, so basically you're going towards the inner eye, never downwards, giving that droopy look. So for less intensity, dry brush, and you'll have to press it on, or more intensity, use a damp brush. Okay, so let's do a little wing with this one. Now to do my wing, I'm making sure this angle brush is a little bit damp because I don't want the wing to be thick. I want it to actually stand out. So I'm going up towards my brow. And there we go. Perfect. Now, if you're wanting to line the bottom of your eyes, you can do that. The inner rim will always disappear throughout the day, so you will need to reapply that because it's wet. I'm not really a big fan of that myself unless you are really going for quite a smoky look. Definitely do not use just black eyeliner on the bottom or the inner rim and not the top if you can see the lash line, because it does look really harsh and it actually makes the eyes look smaller. If you're after bigger eyes, eyeliner on the top is the best way to go, and then a little bit on this outer corner here, or smudged all the way. So eyeliner by itself at the bottom should only really be done if you've got the hooded eyes or that excess skin and you really don't have the option of doing the top. So for everybody else, if you're popping it on the bottom, you should have it on the top as well, just to balance out the eyes. So I like to use just browns, to be honest. So for an everyday look, you can pop your brow dust or your eyeliner just on this outer third like that. And I'll blend that in a moment so it's not so much of a line, or you could do it the whole way across like this. Okay, so you get the product on like that, And then you grab a brush to blend it. So it's quite, you want to take it down quite a bit. So that's more of a smoky look. And this one gives a bit more height to the eye. Just placing it in that outer corner. Most people will be able to pull this one off over doing it the whole way like that. Nice and defined. Okay, so there's my eyeliner tips. There's so many different ways that you can apply it. Use a loose dust with a dry brush, a wet brush, of course the angle, or use our wind up. You could even use the smoky quartz or one of the crayons with the angle brush as well. Just placement on the outer third is the easiest to start with, and then of course when you're a little bit more adventurous or braver, you can start running the eyeliner the full way. You can also smudge it with an eyeshadow brush if you've not perfected the line and you've made a bit of a mistake. And in fact, I think as we get older, eyeliner looks so much more natural and so much more beautiful if you've gently smoked it out rather than just a harsh line. So have a try. I look forward to seeing your little eyeliner tips and tricks and looks.